It is so nice to be able to come back here sometimes. Just a buggy ride away, catch a little dinner sometimes. Oh. Oh.
Hopefully they'll be biting today and we'll have something to cook for supper.
They're jumping. So we'll see.
Hey y'all, so I've got something cool to show y'all today. Literally. We've been using this Drio air circulation fan, and let me tell y'all, it is not the average fan. This thing cools you down and keeps the air moving all day long. First off, this fan packs a punch. The airflow is strong, so you can feel it clear across the room. Plus, what really stands out is really how quiet that this is. You know how most fans are almost annoyingly loud? Yeah, not this one. It's got the power without all the noise. Another cool thing is its omnidirectional oscillation. That's a fancy way of saying that this fan can move in literally every direction. Up, down, side to side, you name it, this fan has got it covered. So instead of just blowing in one spot, it keeps the whole room nice and breezy. And y'all get this, it's got an app, so you can control the fan modes, set the angles, all from your phone. So if you're kicked back on the couch and you want to tweak the settings, you don't even have to get up. And here's how we've been using it. I really like to stick this Drio fan inside the container while we work. It actually helps to pull the natural ventilation, pulling in fresh air and getting rid of that stale stuff, plus keeping us cool down on these really hot days. If you're thinking about making your home more comfortable, this fan is a solid choice. There is a link in the description and you can use our code that's gonna be down there as well for a little extra something off. So y'all, trust me, whenever you try this, you will definitely be hooked. Thank you for hanging out, and we'll see y'all on the next one. And thank you, Drio, for sponsoring this video.
Well, tell everybody what you're fishing with.
It's a watermelon red ultraviolet dipped in some garlic for the light green touch.
Looks like something already got both your pictures, look.
So in other words, a little crawfish. Little fake crawfish, throw her out there, see what we can catch.
Well, that's not a bass, but it'll definitely work.
Lad, I think it's a little bit small for the bass.
That is called a warmouth. We call them goggle eyes down here, but he'll eat just fine.
Look at his red eyes.
He looks shocked.
All right, back here at Jimbo's Swamp Lessons. And he's going to show y'all how we put these Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl Watermelon Reds on.
But these really are one of our favorites. And these Ultra Vibes, they mimic crawfish, the backwards swimming, you know, the backstroke kind of thing. And the way we rig these up, I'm going to take this tore up one off here. So we put a 1/16 ounce bullet sinker on, then we tie our worm hook on it. It's got a little offset, so that way the worm pulls exactly straight, just like it would be in real life, or the crawfish, whatever you put on.
Yeah, so if anybody's getting confused, any type of these artificial looking baits like that, Jim calls a worm. Which that really might be common, but to me that's a little fake crawfish.
Plastic worm, crawfish, whatever. So this is the top of the bait. You can see the two little eyeballs. I'm not sure that really matters or not, but I always try to put them on just like they would be in real life. So you stick the hook in just past the barb, just like that. Bring it out. And I put it up here. When I run it all the way up here, what I usually do is pull and twist all at the same time, so it doesn't tear the worm. Now, it's not really a big deal with a fresh worm, but if you don't do that, after a while, they'll start slipping down really quick and they get wore out easy. So then we'll just take the barb of the hook, pull it back a little bit, and sink it in, just where it's barely under the top.
Okay, then what do we always do with the old ones?
Each and every time, this is where all of our recycled baits go, because it has no hook. And in true Louisiana fashion, everything's got to be seasoned down here, even the baits. So we typically use this chartreuse colored dipping glow. It's going to add a little bit of color for the action of this, I want to say worm, but it's not, whatever this thing is, and it's garlic flavored. So that garlic, I don't know, some people say it's an attractant. I really don't think so, but I do believe whenever they get a hold of it, it makes them hold it longer so you have time to set the hook. Just my personal thoughts, may be completely wrong. And a word to the wise, this stuff is like the baddest paint that there is on the planet. You have to wear this off. You cannot wash it off.
Why don't you give us all a demonstration? Stick your finger in there.
So try not to get this on your skin unless you want to be chartreuse in color.
All right, folks, there you have it. That's how it's done here at Cajun Country Living, and that's how we're going to catch our meal for the night.
Now, the fisherman in me is saying that now that we've showed you all that, we're going to turn the camera off and we're going to fish with what we really fish with, because no fisherman really is going to give the whole world their secrets. You know what I mean?
Well, you can't tell them about the... One thing that we needed to do when we got back here was restring my pole. It just didn't have enough line on it, and Jim's doing that right now. He's just getting the line run through every single one of these holes. But y'all, I looked over here, and of course, there's some type of hooters going on. It's a typical person, you know, working on their line. And I was wondering, how is he keeping that line from not running from him? Because a lot of times whenever you start unspooling it, it just, you know, starts to run from you.
A lot of people don't realize there are so many functions to crocs. Hey, you got to do what you got to do in a pinch, you know?
Oh my gosh.
You got to do something to keep that spool of string straight. Look at there. Huh? Like a well-oiled machine.
Out of all the hoot eye in the past, I do believe that this is probably one of the most useful and functional. Just check that out. Look at that. What?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that crocs are really like a multi-tool. You know? So many uses. And there you have it. Minimal tools, reels restrung.
Hey yo, Jim Wayne.
Yeah, mama. You got one?
Got a good sized bass.
Oh, that's a keeper.
That's what I'm thinking. All right, 2 for me, 0 for you. Yeah.
I probably caught the world record right here, but I think I'm gonna let him go. You know, something with that good of genetics, I mean, you really want this thing to multiply, so don't be greedy and keep him all for yourself.
Ooh, a little chunky thing. Little goggle eye again.
I've only got 2 to the bank, so that's 6. So all 6 of them, or 3 or 4 of them, would have been pretty good fish. We would have had a fish fry right now.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, is it really doesn't take a lot of fish to make a fish fry for us.
Yeah, not especially when they're good size ones. Big old thick fillets.
Oh yeah.
Look how pretty it is down through here. Well, that too. I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see this or not, but right here where Lydia's fishing, oh, and caught another one.
I think I caught the same fish.
It looks like the same fish.
I'm not kidding you, I think that's the same.
But if you'll pan right up this big old cypress tree right here and look right up there above that limb that you're looking at, I don't know if you can see that, but we're going to make every effort to. There is a big beehive on the side of that tree, and it is covered with bees. I bet if Teddy was here, he'd be trying to climb that sucker right now. You know it?
What on earth are you doing up there?
I'm trying to get this bee swarm.
Oh my god.
I bet you're right, but I sure would not be doing that.
All right, no victory dance. You're going to have to let me get caught up.
On a serious note, hang on just a second, let me show y'all something. Look, something bit it right in the back. See it?
Oh, yeah. One thing you have to watch out for whenever you're back here in the swamp are these little fellas. Because anywhere that they can be hiding, they're going to be hiding there. Look at him, thinking he's all concealed and stuff. Boy, everybody knows where you're at.
Heyo.
Might have to swap over to the old spinnerbait, looks like.
Look, I got mine in my hand. It's a little rough looking, but once it gets in the water, it might not be as bad. That's a good one, ain't it? Oh yeah.
This is a spinnerbait killer is what this is. Big old shoe peak.